Hi students. Well, in our previous lesson, we looked at the meaning of modal verbs. Now today we are about to look at the types of modal verbs. Now we have two main types of auxiliary verbs. The first one is primary auxiliary verbs, and the second one is also modal auxiliary verbs. Now let's see the meaning of the first one. The first primary auxiliary verbs, it is the first group of auxiliary verbs. It includes the following. 1. Be, verb to be. We have am, is, are, was, were, been, and being. That is the verb to be. The second one we have have. That is has, have, had. The last one, do, does, do, and did. Now if you take the first one, the verb to be, am is used for singular pronoun I, and then the is also for singular pronoun he or she or it. So the are and were are also used for plural pronouns or plural nouns. Now in the case of the second one, have, you see we have has and had. But in the case of has, that one is used for singular noun or singular pronoun. But have is used for plural nouns or plural pronouns. Had can also be used for both, either singular or plural nouns. Now the last one, does, is also meant for singular nouns or singular pronoun. And do is also used for plural or plural nouns. That is the do. And did is used for both, either singular pronoun or plural pronoun. Now let's see some of the examples of personal pronouns. Now with this one, we shall look at it with the uses of primary auxiliary verbs. The first one, it changes form to agree with person. It changes form to agree with person. That is first, second, and third person pronoun. Now let's study the table below. Now this one is on the personal pronouns. See, the first person, singular, we have I and me. The plural is also we and us. That is the first person pronoun. Now the second one, we have you as singular, and the plural is also the same, you, because the you can be used either for singular or plural noun. The third person singular is also, we have he, she, and it. The plural too, we have they and them. Now let's look at some of the sentences and see how they change from to agree with person. The first one, we have they have traveled to Kumasi. You see, have is underlined, showing that the subject is plural and therefore it agrees with the verb have. And when the have is used, the main verb changes to past participle. Some of the verbs, they do maintain their past tense as the past participle. Now the second sentence, we have you. You are late this morning. You are late this morning. You see, you here is plural, therefore are is used. The third sentence, we have he doesn't eat fresh meat. So he is also singular, therefore the auxiliary verb underlined is doesn't, to show that it is singular. The fourth one, we have we were outside when you called. So where is an example of primary auxiliary verb. The last one, we have she has spent 2 years in Obuasi. I hope it is clear. Let's go on to see the next aspect. And here the second one, to show contrast. To show contrast. This means to show difference in comparison with something else. Now let's look at the sentences to show the contrast. The first one, we have Kofi and Yaa were eating, Kwame was not. So we see that here we have known that Kofi and Yaa were eating, but Kwame was not. Therefore, the contrast is that Kwame was not eating. The boy plays football. The boy plays football. The man does not. So here, the boy does play football, but the man doesn't. And the third sentence, you have the boy plays football, the man does not. The man does not. And the last one, we have Amma has a radio cassette recorder. Faustina and Martina do not. I hope it is clear. Now let's look at the next one. It helps verbs to express various tense forms. It helps various verbs to express tense form. Now we are saying that with the auxiliary verbs, they are used with another verb to express various tense forms. Now let's look at some of the examples of these sentences. The first one, the girl has written the examination. The girl has written the examination. So has written shows that the sentence is present perfect because the word has is in the present. Therefore, the sentence is present perfect. The second one, we have he had swept the room when his sister came. So had swept is in the past. Therefore, the tense is past perfect because of the word had. The third one, they are playing soccer on the pitch. They are playing soccer on the pitch. So are is in the present. Therefore, the sentence is present continuous. So you see the main verb is ending in ing. The fourth one, the students have been reading since afternoon. The students have been reading since afternoon. That one is also present perfect continuous because the main verb is also ending in ing form. Yaa had been reading all day. Yaa had been reading all day. So it's also past perfect continuous because the word had is in the past. Well, students, we will end here and continue our lesson the next time. Have a good day.